A bright ball of light hangs over the old city. Strange on its own, but then it drops down to just above the buildings. According to scripture, the prophet Ezekiel witnessed fiery wheels in the sky.
This morning, there's something that might make you think we're not alone in the universe. A mysterious light was spotted hovering over the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. The Dome of the Rock, a key religious landmark, is now the scene of strange occurrences drawing worldwide interest. People have reported odd lights above the dome, fueling end-of-times theories. Some even say they witnessed a creature like one from a nightmare. We invite you to check out the astonishing footage and listen to first-hand accounts from those present. Could this be a UFO, a known aircraft, or just camera tricks? In Chapter 1, together we will explore these recent happenings at the Dome of the Rock. Something unusual has occurred near this historic site, sparking widespread curiosity and concern. What exactly is happening? The answer might lie in an unprecedented event captivating global audiences. Jerusalem holds deep significance for Jews, Muslims, and Christians, largely because of the Temple Mount. Israelis and Palestinians both claim ownership of this holy hill, which is in dispute. But today, we're zeroing in on the Dome of the Rock, an architectural marvel. Muslims revere the dome, which Caliph Abd al-Malik built between 685 and 691 CE. How are we so sure of the dates? A historical marker inside indicates completion around 691-692 CE. With its golden roof shining atop an octagonal foundation, the dome stands out for its beauty and size, measuring about 65 feet across and supported by 16 pillars and columns. Encircling the structure is another ring of 24 columns surrounding a significant rock, only partially visible and shielded by fencing. And stairs lead down to a natural cave beneath the rock. The dome's 8 sides each span roughly 60 feet in width and stand 36 feet high. The walls of the dome do more than just hold up the roof. They're fitted with windows that let the sunlight pour in, lighting up the inside naturally. But what really makes this dome stand out is its rich decorations covering both inside and out. Adorned with complex mosaics and shiny metal plates, the dome draws anyone's gaze. These designs remind people of ancient Byzantine artwork known for its insane beauty. Yet there's a unique aspect to these decorations. Different from typical Byzantine art filled with images of living beings, the dome's mosaics display no creatures. They are instead rich with Arabic script, floral patterns, and abstract illustrations of jewels and crowns, telling stories without depicting life through shapes and designs. The surrounding octagonal arcade is carefully adorned with Arabic religious scripts, transforming the walls into a perspective and inviting onlookers to reflect on their meanings. Various Islamic organizations have maintained and restored the Dome of the Rock over the years, each leaving their mark on this historic location. For example, during the Crusades era, a basic iron fence was placed around the central sacred rock to deter Christian pilgrims. But later, the Ayyubids replaced this with a more elegant wooden screen that still stands today. This continuous maintenance highlights the deep respect and veneration this site commands across different eras and societies. As the mystery surrounding the dome is still a mystery, today we will reveal these hidden secrets. And here you are in the middle of this whole story, and you are probably wondering how amazing this is. So if you want to know more about this and other astonishing facts about our history, you just have to click that like button and subscribe to our channel. I'm glad to share this with you. Chapter 2 explores the Dormition of the Mother of God. While the Dome of the Rock is renowned for its connection to Muhammad's ascent to heaven, intriguingly, the dome's inscriptions don't directly mention this pivotal event. Mentions of the dome's link to the Prophet's journey to heaven began in the 9th century, but only became widely accepted in the 11th century. The reasons for building the Dome of the Rock remain a mystery, with little documentation on its origins or purpose. Uniquely, it doesn't resemble a typical mosque, as it wasn't built for group prayers. This distinction sets it apart from other Islamic structures. The dome's design, possibly influenced by Byzantine martyria, commemorating important religious figures and events, seems to connect Islamic tradition with ancient religious stories. There's a particular martyrium built in 1992, 8-sided like the dome, that could have inspired its design. The architects might have aimed to match the grandeur of Christian holy places in Jerusalem, especially the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, with its notable dome. The aim behind the Dome of the Rock could have been to create a structure just as grand. The Arabic scripts adorning the dome are filled with verses from the Quran that stress the uniqueness of God, contrasting Christian beliefs regarding Jesus. There's a historical theory that suggests the Umayyad Caliph Abd al-Malik may have built the Dome of the Rock to shift the Islamic pilgrimage from Mecca to Jerusalem due to conflicts. But today, many experts reject this idea, seeing it as biased. Despite the troubles, pilgrimages to Mecca went on, indicating the dome wasn't meant to replace the Kaaba. Instead, it might have held other spiritual or political meanings. Some think the dome was built for its end-time significance, seen in its grand design and style, marking it as a key spot for Judgment Day. This idea connects the dome not just to Muslims, but to followers of other religions too. For Jews, the site is historically significant as it's believed to be where the world began, underneath the dome. During the Crusades, Christian knights used it as a base, and its design influenced European church architecture. The dome's construction may symbolize an apocalyptic event and act as a link between heaven and earth, combining Islamic and Byzantine views of the end times. The Temple Mount where the dome stands is crucial for Jews, as it was the location of their first and second temples. Sacred texts and archaeological evidence support this belief. A recent earthquake allowed for unique digs at the dome's base, uncovering Second Temple period artifacts and adding layers to the already complex history. But this site's history leads to daily tensions. Muslims worry about potential Israeli attacks on the dome. To avoid worsening the situation, access to the Al-Aqsa compound is limited for Jews during religious times, aiming to keep peace and prevent conflict escalation. The area remains a hotbed of historical and contemporary tensions, merging past beliefs with current fears, complicating an already delicate situation. Moving into recent events, this perspective turns to distressing incidents at the Al-Aqsa Mosque during Ramadan, a sacred time. Tensions flared when Palestinians with covered faces stayed overnight in the mosque, escalating to confrontations with Israeli police. The tension escalated as the police attempted to regain control using tear gas, stun grenades, and clubs, causing widespread panic. Amidst the turmoil, individuals with concealed identities took refuge in one of the compound's mosques, barricading themselves inside and continuing their assault by pelting stones at the officers. This incident intensified the existing strain, highlighting the profound conflicts during what is traditionally a period of reverence and calm. The disturbances underscore the enduring complex battle for dominion over this sacred site, exacerbating the strife. As the confrontation unfolded, Israeli forces entered the mosque compound to detain the agitators, leading to a distressing number of casualties. Approximately 160 Palestinians sustained injuries. A rubber bullet that struck a security guard in the eye was one of them. The disorder indiscriminately affected various individuals, including women, children, and even a journalist. Several Israeli officers also suffered injuries, with one experiencing severe trauma. This clash contradicted a prior pact prohibiting overnight stays at the Al-Aqsa compound during Ramadan, raising critical questions. What prompted the Palestinians to renounce this agreement? What drove them to take actions that endangered themselves and others? Their primary fear was the prospect of Israeli authorities assuming complete control over the site, potentially barring them from this pivotal religious space. These concerns provoke further inquiry. Was such violence necessary? Can this enduring conflict be resolved peacefully? To know the full significance of this dispute, it's essential to look into the historical and religious importance of the Temple Mount for both Jews and Muslims. This site, steeped in millennia of religious history, has been a focal point of contention and veneration. Its significance dates back to around 1000 BCE, when King David, the sovereign of Israel, captured Jerusalem and declared it the nation's capital, aspiring to construct a divine sanctuary there. His vision encompassed building a temple to house the Ark of the Covenant, a revered artifact containing the Ten Commandments, central to Jewish belief. This event underscores the deep-rooted historical and spiritual bonds both communities share with the Temple Mount, elucidating the ongoing disputes. It illustrates why the fear of losing access to such a vital worship space can drive individuals to desperate measures. The Temple Mount's significance transcends mere historical facts, embodying the profound faith of its adherents. This site is not merely a piece of land. It symbolizes devotion and converges historical and spiritual narratives, thus forming an integral part of the religious identity of both Jews and Muslims. This profound bond elucidates why the Temple Mount is more than an archaeological site. It is central to the religious lives and heritage of both communities, symbolizing a sacred space embroiled in contention, yet crucial to their spiritual existence. This connection underscores the site's significance beyond its historical context, marking it as vital to the religious practice and heritage of both groups, representing a shared yet contested sacred space and shaping their interactions and attitudes towards it. Following the recent skirmishes, an astounding revelation beneath the dome has the potential to alter our collective historical narrative significantly. These enigmas challenge conventional historical perceptions, a revelation that astonishes and commands reverence from seasoned scholars and enthusiasts alike. Under the illustrious Dome of the Rock lies a concealed chamber, a secret vault brimming with ancient wisdom, long hidden from the world's eyes. As researchers seek more truth, they are unraveling layer upon layer, encountering artifacts and historical relics that defy conventional explanation, offering a window into a bygone era shrouded in mystery and complexity. Imagine uncovering an ancient manuscript, its pages yellowed and frayed with time, inscribed with symbols unrecognizable to contemporary linguistics. The profundity of such a find, nestled within such a hallowed site, is as vast and enigmatic as the location of its discovery. This clandestine chamber, laden with historical artifacts overlooked for centuries, prompts profound questions about our historical understanding, the nature of knowledge, and enduring mysteries through the ages. It compels a reevaluation of our historical beliefs, opening new avenues for exploring our collective past. The revelation of this hidden chamber beneath one of the world's most revered spiritual landmarks provides an unparalleled link to antiquity, with each enigmatic artifact serving as a jigsaw piece in the vast mosaic of human history. The discovery beneath the Dome of the Rock is nothing short of extraordinary and somewhat disconcerting. It poses no physical threat, yet it revolutionizes our comprehension of history. The secrets unveiled beneath this iconic edifice challenge long-held historical convictions, urging us to reconsider the veracity of established narratives. We stand at a pivotal juncture in archaeological and historical scholarship, confronted with the possibility that the narratives imparted to us may not encompass the entire truth. This newfound evidence shakes the very foundations of our historical understanding, prompting a reassessment of accepted historical paradigms. The uncovering of hidden truths beneath the Dome of the Rock compels us to question previously unquestioned historical certainties, indicating that our presumed complete story may still have chapters left unexplored. The Dome of the Rock, typically a symbol of tranquility, was recently the scene of a disturbing occurrence. During a prayer session, snakes emerged from beneath the temple, sparking fear and alarm among the worshippers. This startling event during a sacred time has left many attendees in shock and concern. The emergence of snakes at such a moment compels us to ponder their symbolic significance. In scriptures like the Bible and the Quran, snakes are often associated with mortality, danger, and malevolence. They tap into a primal fear, symbolizing not just physical venom, but also the potential for moral decay and harm. In the biblical narrative from Genesis, the serpent is depicted as an embodiment of Satan, cunning and misleading, steering humanity astray. This portrayal aligns with other biblical references where Satan is often likened to an ancient serpent. Although traditionally considered emblems of deceit and evil, in various cultures, snakes also symbolize regeneration, transformation, and positive change. In Christianity, the initial depiction of the serpent as a harbinger of human folly and fall is transformed through the teachings of Jesus Christ. Under this new interpretation, the serpent becomes an emblem of healing, redemption from sin, and spiritual renewal, echoing themes of resurrection and new beginnings. This dualistic representation of the serpent as both a harbinger of peril and a beacon of hope, introduces a nuanced perspective to its symbolism. Particularly in sacred narratives like that at the Dome of the Rock, the dual meanings attributed to the serpent invite deeper contemplation of its significance, challenging us to decipher its profound message and implications. Within the context of spiritual warfare, individuals are often depicted as warriors confronting unseen threats lurking beneath sacred grounds, akin to venomous serpents beneath a place of worship. Believers are called to unite in combating the negative forces that surround them. In these narratives, Jesus Christ is portrayed as the ultimate Savior, fostering peace and unity among people. His influence is depicted as far-reaching, extending beyond Jerusalem to other sacred sites, including the Kaaba in Mecca. However, perceptions of Jesus' actions vary significantly across different religious contexts. Some view his teachings as a bridge connecting diverse communities, while others may overlook these messages due to doctrinal differences. Despite varying beliefs, the cautionary tales regarding the emergence of a malevolent figure, commonly referred to as the Antichrist, hold significance for many. These warnings remind us to be vigilant and unite in the face of future adversities. This notion underscores the importance of awareness and collaboration, regardless of one's faith, highlighting a universal theme of preparedness and mutual support against potential dangers. It's a universal call to readiness and collective action in the face of adversity, emphasizing unity in the face of possible threats. In this enigma, the skies above Jerusalem present us with phenomena that challenge our beliefs and perceptions. Chapter 5 delves into UFO sightings over the sacred city. On a cold evening, January 28, 2011, a remarkable sighting occurred in Israel's skies. An observer spotted an unusual light formation, often termed a UFO. Watching intently, they observed a cluster of lights forming what seemed to be a luminous orb hovering in the sky. Captivated, the witness captured this bizarre spectacle on video. For approximately 20 seconds, this mysterious light descended closer to the ground, hovering above the cityscape. Suddenly, it ascended rapidly into the night at a velocity akin to the speed of light. Notably, this event occurred directly above Jerusalem, specifically over the Dome of the Rock, an area of immense historical and religious significance for Christians, Muslims, and Jews alike. Jerusalem, renowned for pivotal biblical and Quranic events, has been a recurrent site for UFO sightings. Reports of these enigmatic objects in Jerusalem's skies are frequent, leaving locals and scholars alike puzzled. In 2022, an American drone captured an oddity, a metallic spherical object, adding to the mystery. These UFO sightings often elude clear capture on smartphones, resulting in blurry images that leave more questions than answers. The anonymity of the individuals capturing these videos has fueled skepticism. Typically, one would expect a witness to such an event to come forward with their account. Yet, the lack of a known videographer has sparked speculation that the footage could be the work of a single person. This theory raises doubts about the video's authenticity. One would anticipate that an eyewitness to such a remarkable incident would eagerly share their experience. This situation has led to widespread speculation and intrigue regarding these aerial phenomena. But the mystery deepens, as it appears that only the individuals who recorded these events witnessed the lights. Despite the Dome of the Rock being a major religious and tourist site, visited daily by thousands, no other eyewitness reports have emerged, adding to the peculiar nature of these incidents. In one video, a woman comments on the blinding intensity of the light, highlighting that oddly it doesn't illuminate the Golden Dome directly beneath. This oddity has fueled speculation that the UFO's illumination might have been added post-production. It's simpler to insert a light effect into footage than to craft a detailed UFO with intricate attributes like windows or shadows, which casts further doubt on the authenticity of these recordings. The controversy surrounding these UFO sightings in Jerusalem is split. Some staunchly believe in the video's authenticity, while others are adamant they are fabrications. Yet the proponents of the video's authenticity haven't provided substantial evidence compared to the skeptics. In scientific discourse, mere denial isn't sufficient. A more plausible explanation that aligns with all observed facts is required. fueling the heated debate surrounding these clips. Upon closer examination, the supposed extraterrestrial craft appears remarkably small, particularly when juxtaposed with the large dome it allegedly hovers above. The purported spaceship, according to discussions, measures merely around 15 feet in length, quite minuscule for a vehicle purported to traverse vast cosmic distances. Experts in the field, like Robert Schieffer, a seasoned UFO investigator, strongly contest the authenticity of these clips. Schieffer identifies evident digital manipulations, highlighting unnatural video edges indicative of post-production effects. The skill level in editing can create a facade of reality, prompting significant skepticism regarding the video's veracity. Since the emergence of these clips, debates have raged between believers eager to validate UFO phenomena and skeptics demanding concrete evidence. Often, when challenged, proponents struggle to substantiate their claims, resulting in a polarized argument with neither side yielding ground. The term abomination of desolation comes from the Bible and signals a period of intense suffering and persecution, as mentioned in Daniel and by Jesus. This term indicates a severe moment of evil and destruction associated with end-time prophecies, involving the desecration of a holy site, leading to widespread dismay and grief. In these challenging times, many Jewish people cling to the hope that the Third Temple will be rebuilt in Jerusalem, a belief deeply rooted in ancient prophecies. For Christians, this future temple holds significant importance as they anticipate the return of Jesus there, a pivotal moment in their faith. Meanwhile, Muslims await this location for the appearance of the Mahdi, a revered figure expected to bring justice and peace. Was the phenomenon observed near the Dome of the Rock a sign from beyond our world, or an unexplained natural event? What does this incident mean for our understanding of the cosmos and our role in it? Share your views and hypotheses. Remember to like and subscribe for further insights. Thank you.